Welcome back to episode 2 of the Hyrox Hamburg Pro Prep. We are back today. We are actually on week 2 now. Last week I just wanted to spend the time learning a new program and stuff, but for today's video I'm going to do a breakdown of how we're attacking this prep, how we've planned the training and why we're doing certain things. Going to do a little bit of a breakdown about my Barcelona race and what's led to why we've set up the training plan this way. So yeah, we'll be breaking that down. A little bit of a different video. It'll be more of a sit down and me talking this way. I will take you on a little bit of today's session, which is a brick session. Today's session actually is, I'm actually enjoying these, to be fair. I'm sure I said it in the last video anyway. This is stimulation 1 it's called, but I'll explain it properly later. But today's session is a brick session. So it is week 2 is 30 minutes on the bike before and 60 minutes run holding a 5-minute pace. So this is not like any back breaking stuff. It's a nice one, to be fair. Just the first K or 2 after the bike, your legs feel like bananas. As you've seen, just getting in the morning electrolytes and the much needed coffee, as you can probably see. You can see Bonnie over there, if you can. She's just living her best life on that chair. I'll take you on that. I'm just getting the electrolytes in now. So what we are taking currently is 10 grams of creatine, so 2 scoops, 4 grams of beta-alanine and a scoop of electrolytes. This is the tropical flavour from March on at the minute. I've been using March on now for the last probably 12 months, I reckon. I feel like they're the best for me at the minute, so really enjoying them. One more supplement that I will be putting in from around 5 weeks out is peak endurance, which I used last prep and I feel like it absolutely benefited me massively. I'll go into why and that when I actually buy that again. So it'll probably be the end of this month, I reckon. So yeah, join me today as it's for today's brick session, week 2. We're getting after it, we're feeling good, and the weather is looking murky, but apparently it's like 28 degrees today, so brick session's going to be warm, but we get after it. 7.5 weeks and counting. Let's go. Happy Tuesday. We have finally made it to the gym for stimulation 1. Obviously I'll go into this a lot more later on in the video about like how we've planned in the week and training wise and stuff, but stimulation 1 day is a brick session. So today we are on 30 minutes on the Stallion, which is right here. 30 minutes on this into a 60-minute run at a 5-minute pace, so not monumental pacing, but it's more about, this is about like building more volume up before we go in tomorrow's toughest session of the week, which is development 1.
I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Tried so hard and got so far. In the end,
And we are back. So, brick session complete. Jeez, that was 5-minute pace for 60 minutes. Jeez, it was hot like, I think. Let me just check the weather now. Yeah, so it's 26 degrees. Probably didn't pick the best time of the day to do that, but it is what it is. We've got it done. As I say, nice and cruising. I think more so for me, it was just the heat that was getting to me. The pacing that was sound, but nothing mad. Post, run, an absolute staple if you haven't tried these. Coke, chocolate milk, post runs, all the one, and this is the best one out there. For the UK, this is in M&S. I've only seen it in M&S, and it's unmatched. I always get one of these post run. I'll say. Absolutely hit difference, and I grabbed one of these as well. Excuse me. So stimulation 1 done for the Tuesday, so now the rest of the day I'm going to go and get a sauna and an ice bath. Bit of a staple recovery thing for me post any running day or hit or exercise day. Tend to not do the ice bath post weight session or anything, so that's more the high performance recovery days. But yeah, stimulation 1 session done. Go and get a sauna, and then I'll see you in the next clip when we break down my training plan for Hamburg. Right, so welcome back. It's a little bit later on Tuesday. It's actually 5:20. I did say I was going to go for a sauna, but that didn't end up happening because it's absolutely cooking out. Another summer, little late summer here. So let's see how long this one lasts. Obviously perfect timing because I'm going back to work tomorrow and the weather's fucking great. So yeah, nice one. Love that. It is brilliant. This is more of a sit-downy video, this, not more like what's going on through the day. I just tried to split it up a little bit. But first of all, I forgot to give you an update on Tatton Park. So we done the race post-night. It was, but we come out with a 38-34, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, 38-34, which I'm actually over the moon with. Someone was telling me that it was a pretty flat course, but it definitely wasn't. We got to around about 6k and the elevation of a hill was like that. So, but finished 4th in my category out of 181 and 14th overall out of 693. So yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Don't get me wrong, the competitive edge in me was a bit like, I wanted the PB, but I've got to remember we can't PB every single race. I've got to be a bit realistic. I can't complain because of how far or how much progress we've made over the last 12 months. Been with my coach now, Paul, for 12 months, and honestly, it's the progress we've made has come more and more and more. So I'll say it was actually a PB on Strava, because when I done the June 10k, Strava, like it normally does, said it only ran 9.99, so it actually wasn't a PB on Strava, so Saturday was. So it, yeah, so I'm taking it as a Strava PB, so we did win. So also another update is that I have booked another race. I wasn't going to do any more UK events. Doubles tickets on a Sunday with my mate, with my pal Nathan, doing an open doubles in Birmingham. I think it's the back end of October, so coming straight out of a bodybuilding prep, straight out of a pro prep into a doubles open. So I'm really interested to see how that's going to be, because the last time I raced a doubles open was Manchester in January with Jordan, which we got a 1 hour 4 seconds. So we're going after sub-hour, 100%. I'm going to say it now, I think. We've got 12 weeks till then, so yeah, full send. So yeah, also, I don't know if anyone's found these bad boys. I put them on my Instagram, so if you follow me, you'd have seen I've picked these up from Aldi. My honest review, they're nice, but they had so much more potential, I think. They've skimped on the honeycomb flavour. It definitely doesn't take over caramel chocolate for me, but I'll be interested to see if anyone's tried them to let me know what they think and where does it situate. So for me, I'd go caramel chocolate top. Second has got to be an OG marshmallow, and what would it go last? What would it go third? I'd probably put this third, but as I say, I'm not putting cookies and cream because a few people have said that and I'm just disappointed in them, really. As I say, excuse this space here. I purposely left it because I've got the visual here. I'll show you now, 1 second. So I'm looking at my breakdown for Barcelona here, but I'll put a screen grab next to me here so you can sort of see it. First of all, Barcelona, what were the weaknesses? So for me, we'll look at running first. If you look at my running, the gaps between all the different runs is too much. Maybe minus the first run, because obviously it's race dependent, it changes that a lot. So some races it's a bit longer run, some it's shorter. So, but we'll go from run 2. So that was a 3:56, which coming out the ski, I'm quite happy with that, to be fair. But then the biggest one we've gone to is a 4:32. The variance in that's like well over half a minute. If we can just group them a lot better, we can actually save a lot more time in the race itself. So that's why a big focus this off season was running and focusing on like pacings and things. Looking onto the workouts now, ski 4:09, okay, it's not obviously the best in the world, but for me it's not a station that I enjoy really. It's a tough one straight out the box. I just struggle to get connected with it. Then we go on to sled push. I actually enjoyed this in Barcelona. This didn't feel too bad. The carpets felt okay. Pushing it, it was the pull which was 10 times worse. It felt like I was moving a bus, and obviously speaking to a few people that were obviously running a pro race there, they said the exact same. So, but it's another variable that I need to get better at. Burpee broad jumps have always just been not great at them, but we have getting a little bit better, I'm getting a little bit more supple. Row was alright. I probably want it closer to the 4 than one of 4:26. Farmer's carry, it's just a grip and rip one, and you're just not gonna be a pussy and put it down. So sandbag lunges, bread and butter stuff for me. Actually, I can go for quite a while on that. Leg fatigue is nothing too bad for me. I can actually handle that pretty well. And then wall pulls probably the worst one. Yeah, it was 8 minutes, and that you can't spend 8 minutes, which obviously brought us out at a 1:14. But if we take 4 minutes just off the wall balls, you know, we're talking closer to sub 70 for pro, which for me, I'm happy with. You know, I'm never going to be this elite level of like getting 57, 58 minutes. Obviously, I'll try my best to get there, but I've got to be a realist in this as well. I'm a million miles away from that. The goal, obviously, for Hamburg is to come in quicker than 1:14. A little bit of a change of angle, just to spice it up a little bit. So into the training plan now. Hamburg, we've gone very much more specific, a bit more tailored for me and my weaknesses within a race. So normally on a Sunday, I'd do a Hyrox end this Sunday, but we've taken them out just so we can focus on my weaknesses a little bit more and bring them up. We've got a 6-day training week with 1 rest day, which is every Sunday now. So it's been a mad change for me, but it's something that's got to happen, obviously. So the way we work it is like we've got a HPR day, which stands for high performance recovery, then a stimulation day, and then a development day. Development day is bringing up the weaknesses of the Hyrox race and building specific adaptations to get better for my weaknesses in the race. And it's another chance to build up tolerance for race day. So this training week goes like that, and then so peaks once, comes back down, peaks again. But so each day is building up towards that. So high performance recovery day, it's like a little bit of mobility into S&C with some bike intervals. Then we go on to a stimulation day. This is more about keeping things ticking over. So like today's stimulation day was a brick session, so 30 minutes on the bike into a 60-minute run today, always at a 5-minute pace. As I say, that running volume obviously gets bigger and bigger and bigger as the weeks go on. I won't show you me training what it is specifically right now, because I'll use that to show you in different videos. And then the last day, which is like the toughest day of the week, or one of 2 days of the week, is the development day, which is obviously getting us better with my weaknesses. So tomorrow, for example, it's split into 3 parts. So race pace for both of these for part 1. So we'll run a 1k run into a 1k ski 3 times, which I think will be nice, where what we've currently chosen, which gives us a little bit more room so it doesn't kill us at the back end of the race. Then we rest for 3 to 5 minutes, then go into part 2. So part 2 is like, it's gut wrenching on the legs. Like, so your Concept 2 bike, you turn that, or any bike you've got in the gym, turn that up to your highest level you can. Dampen it 10 for us on the Concept 2s for 5 minutes. Legs just feel like you're riding through mud. Into unbroken 35 wall balls, that's times by 3 as well. But the difference this training prep is we are using a 12 kg wall ball. It took a minute to get used to. Don't get me wrong, it's friggin' heavy, but we've got to make the 9 feel like the 6, or that's what I did when I first done the second open race I done. I started training with an 8 rather than a 6. And it made the 6 feel so much lighter on race day. So that's the whole concept behind training with the heavier wall balls. So if you're ever considering obviously doing a Hyrox race, always train with a little bit heavier on the wall balls, even the lunges as well, so that when you come to that race day, you're primed and ready, and you feel, oh, this isn't actually as bad as I thought. And then after we've done the 3 rounds of that, it's straight away for 50 burpees for time, which, yeah, it's just a battle with them, but we're getting better. My problem was I was trying to be like so powerful, getting down, and rather than just being a bit more relaxed and fluid. So yeah, that is tomorrow's session anyway. But as I say, I know there's not much in this video, but as I say, I just wanted to give you a little bit of a breakdown of how I'm prepping for Hamburg, which was a lot different for Barcelona, because we now know specific. I seen a quote by like Nick Bear, and he was talking about how he does his training sessions, and when he was doing his Hyrox prep, and it was all purpose driven. So this is what my training style is now. It's purpose driven. Everything's got a reason into why we're doing it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I forgot to do it last time because it was a bit rusty, but if you could like, comment and subscribe to the video, I'd absolutely appreciate it massively. And as I say, also if you follow me on Instagram and stuff, or message underneath or comments and say what you'd like to see video wise and stuff. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. I'm back in work tomorrow, so I'll be in work mode for the rest of the week. But it's good to see you again, and I'll catch you in the next one.